Welcome everyone to our new podcast, the finals weekend. We are reviewing the all things sports related from a Super Brew direction. And it's finals weekend, guys. Joining me today is Flippy from Vriendendal and Peter from Cape
Hello,
Town.
hello, hello.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks, Varis.
Guys, it's box season. Rassie has announced two squads or two lineups to face Zimbabwe and to face the Barbarians. Let me quickly have a look at the squads. Obviously, you can never predict what Rassie is going to do. There was so much interesting picks. Let's have a look. Today we've got the SAA squad facing Zimbabwe, qualifying for their first ever World Cup next year. So they've got something to prove. But this side, full of new players. For me, the player I'm most excited about in this whole team is Hashim Peed. He's been amazing for the under 20s. What about you guys?
I would say Izikitelo Siaya.
Yes.
I must say
Hopefully,
that the Sharks are breeding some animals out there.
yeah, Siaya was brilliant for the Sharks there at the end. He, especially in the fantasy league, he brought me in some beautiful points.
Yeah, let's not talk about the fantasy league. It's not necessarily bringing us
No,
down.
we have to. It's coming up, so I'm raising the gun here. Like I remember those shots he fired. It's coming back to you.
I think for me the front three are very very exciting, but I think our loose trio is going to be incredible with Klekani, Buthelezi, and Tutuka. I think that could be hell on earth to defend against. So I'm really excited to see their running power more than anything. I mean, they've all come off very good seasons, so I think that could be a very, very exciting and potential loose trio for us.
Yeah, no, in South Africa we are blessed. Shakani, absolute battering ram. He is a
Unit.
big boy. He does real damage when
Yeah.
carrying the ball. Also very very nice to see the Tutuka brothers, Vincent captaining, starting at lock.
Captain.
I think Rassie would want to just get some depth there in the lock. Obviously with our aging locks, he's an option at 7 and at 4. So nice to see them in the team. And also the return of Lucanio Am from Japan
Whoa.
at the inside center, going with the youngsters in the back line.
That center pairing of Lucanio Am and Marcus Miller is madness, really. To have, I mean, what they two generations apart, but I mean, it could be something else. We all know how good Lucanio is. I mean,
And then my personal fragment is the boogeyman, Lorenzo Julius in the number
The
23. The
boogeyman.
boogeyman, he has done wonderful. It's just a pity he doesn't get too much game time always at the Sharks, but excited to
yeah,
see him. And I believe this will be a proper score put on Zimbabwe. I think we can all agree that there's going to be put on big points today. Tony Ball's going to run riot on these guys.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
can't
think
wait
they'll
for
definitely
Imad Khan
be
from the
surprised.
Stormers to actually take the field. I'm really excited about him. He's been playing one hell of a game for the Stormers this season. Kicking game needs a little bit improvement, but overall, beautiful game.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm super excited to see it. Nice. It's going to be a double header on Saturday at Koibega. So nice great value for money. I mean, you're watching this game and then obviously followed by the big dance.
Tell me, we
The
we don't get to
side.
pick that SAA game, do we? On Super
No,
Bowl.
no, no, this isn't an official test, so this won't count as as a cap for anyone. But
Yeah.
I mean, Rassi is using this opportunity or any opportunity he can to just build that depth. He said in his podcast or interview, his two main thing is to win games and to build depth. It's a real machine he's building at the moment.
I mean, looking at that back line as well, I mean, it is just actually quite disgusting. I think Andre Esterhuizen especially is really, really pushing for that World Cup center spot. He's just been exceptional. So really excited to see him And I mean, keen on. I mean, yeah, that, I don't know, don't even know what to expect, but that's definitely probably the most
Yes.
exciting thing to watch out for this weekend.
You,
What he
I
does.
can't wait to see a 1 on 10. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, I myself picked him in my fantasy quite a few times. I mean, at
Yeah.
Ellis Park, he does score a lot of points for me. Yeah, interesting. I think I heard Rassie say, obviously, we've got Sasha injured at the moment, and also Pollard playing this weekend, and also yeah, he does not want to risk Mane. What if Pollard gets injured in the Bok game, Mane injured? Then you're missing a quality fly-off for the all-important England game over 2 weeks.
I think he's also surrounded him with such an experienced group in any case. I mean, Grant Williams has played how many tests by now? He's probably had what, about 15, 20.
Mm.
I mean, the loose trio are just nuts. World Cup, double World Cup winning loose trio, right? And very experienced backs as well. So, I mean, I think he's got a lot of experience around him to work with. So I think he might actually have a bit of an easy day about it at the end of the day. Obviously, we never know what the Barbarians bring, but that's
Yeah.
part of the fun.
Yeah, I saw we've got some South Africans there in the Barbarian side. There's always Warwick Geland. Obviously, yeah, in my opinion, hasn't had the best season at the Stormers.
Mhm.
But yeah, obviously, in a Barbarian style of play, it's gonna really suit
Yeah.
his style of play. It's just gonna be that Murphy's law, not performing for the Stormers, and then obviously having a blinder for the Barbarians.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm also very excited for his old Riley Norton. I mean,
Oh,
for me
Oh,
personally, I was
yes, the
hoping
under
he'd been
20
around a
captain.
year ago already. But I mean, what a player, what a captain. I mean, what a just incredible unit we've got coming through when Evan eventually does retire.
uh, look, I haven't seen personally a lot of Riley Norton. I've just heard. Yeah, obviously the guy playing in the cricket under 19 World Cup and then under 20 World Cup captaining a winning team in that tournament, and then also not being selected as of yet for the Stormers, but
Yeah.
yeah, Rassie pulling him in straight up.
Yeah, I think they clearly see his potential. I mean, also captaining them to that under 20 World Cup was something else. So it's really really exciting to see him in there. I mean, also next to Franco Mostert, what an absolute unit and tank. So I think
Yeah.
I'll have a lot to learn from him, especially. I mean, and then even never mind the bench. It's a bit of spoiled for riches.
Almost completely Stormers pack coming on. I haven't,
Yeah,
if you guys noticed, but I'm super happy for Nchunu. Yeah, that guy he's been magnificent.
amazing.
Definitely the top,
He's a
your
beast of a
player or
boy.
front
You.
rower this season.
Yeah, just saying he was in my fantasy team all season. If only maybe my one shining
Yeah.
light. Again, no need to talk about it any further. But
Yes.
my one shining light and my one
Yeah.
consistent player throughout the season.
I'm sad to say I only brought him in later in the seasons, so I missed out a lot of his points, but he helped me a lot in the last stretch there. But I don't think I needed it. We'll see
Ugh,
why soon
thanks,
enough.
Slippy.
But
Rub it in. Rub it in.
Yeah, just look at it. Yeah, we'll see
yeah, I'm
then we'll
also
see the
excited to
point
see Paul
table.
de Villiers and Ivan Roos taking the
Yeah.
field as well. I don't think I've ever seen Roos or Paul de Villiers take on the Springbok jersey, so it will be exciting to see what they can do as well. Although from the
Yeah,
bench, but still, they can make a name for
I
themselves.
mean, Johan has flattered to deceive for the Bokke so far. What is maybe got like 3 caps, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always optimistic because man, he loves to score a good try. But Paul de Villiers, I'm very
Mm.
excited about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a workhorse. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, I
and even though
see.
Fluffy,
Yeah, Faf de Klerk
when
also
was the
making
last
his.
time you?
Since he's been
Yeah,
back
Faf.
to the Cheetahs.
Yes,
Mm,
yes. It's so funny. Faf returning to South Africa. I think the idea was that he was going to play some Curry Cup for the Cheetahs,
Yeah.
and then Rassie's just calling up. I mean, Franstein must not be happy about that, but I
Yeah.
mean, super happy for Faf. Yeah,
Yeah.
what a player, and
What a player.
definitely with the scrum offs being injured, and the experience. I mean, yeah, he's what a player he's been. I mean, he's been central to our 2019 and 23 World Cup victories.
Absolutely. I mean, I just think about when he came on against England in that semi.
Mm.
It was necessary. It was necessary, and he was just that
Exactly.
calming kind of terrier, which is quite strange. But what a player! What a player!
No. Apelele Fassi returning from injury. We've got Grant Williams returning from injury. Yeah, so a lot of guys coming back. So interesting to see how they will perform. I think it's just to get some game time because the big one obviously is in 2 weeks against England, but we'll cover that in the next episode. So yeah, we're not picking this one on Super Brew, but what do you guys think points wise? I think last year we did put on quite a few on the Barbarians. So what do you guys think
Ooh, I'll say 43-15.
for the
It's
Bokke?
Sure.
For the
a
big.
weird number, but
Going for quite.
43-15. I have high hopes of this team.
I'll go with
So that would,
35-10. What about
Yeah.
you, Varys?
Yeah. No, I've got high hopes for the Bokke. I think they're gonna put on like 50, 55, let's say
You do,
20.
you do love the big shouts
55,
in
15 for
your rugby
55,
games, Varys.
12 or something. I'm gonna go with a big one. I mean,
I remember when he
looking at the
called
Bokkes.
was it the Hurricanes or the Chiefs in the SRP this season by winning by like 60 and they won by like 7. So,
Yeah,
this is not new that Varys goes for the big goals.
yeah. Look, that's
you
was a
have to
funny
take the
one,
gamble
but
sometimes.
yeah, no, of course.
Sometimes you do. Apparently it works. Yeah, don't ask me. I'm not the best at the Super Brew rugby thing, but I'm just there
Yeah,
for the
no,
vibes.
we'll look at those logs in a moment. I can't complain on the Super Rugby at the moment. It's been going quite okay. But yeah, I think the biggest game of the weekend, um, the URC final. We've got the
Absolutely.
Bulls against the Leinster. I mean, this is basically a Ireland South Africa match, and yeah, just quality. Even if you look at the benches and what a game it's gonna be. I mean, Leinster's super tough to beat um, at home, but the Bulls. I mean, what a victory last weekend or at
What a
the semi.
comeback for last weekend. Yo.
Yeah.
Unreal. I mean, they'll
So
definitely be
yeah,
going into it with confidence, the Bulls, which will be huge. But I mean, the history is not it's not great. It doesn't it doesn't bode particularly well for the Bulls. But hopefully, this can be what third or fourth time lucky, whatever it might be. But I
yeah,
mean, the
that's
quality
their
that
fourth
Leinster
final
team.
in the 5 seasons.
Yeah, but you can understand that the quality in the Leinster team. I mean, Ricky Ioane, James Lowe. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of old Prendergast, but he's a very good player. They've just got quality
Mm.
all over. Their loose forwards again, incredible. So the Bulls are going to have to start well. I mean, if the last game's anything to go by, I think if they do that to Leinster, you're not coming back.
Yeah, look, the Leinster's got the Jacques Nienaber defense. Obviously, very hard to score tries against that, and
Yeah,
yeah, just quality. But yeah, it's my head's telling me maybe Leinster, but yes, I
yeah,
just got a sneaky feeling it's the Bulls here this year. I think there's some unrest in the Leinster camp. Yeah, with Jacques Nienaber, um, in the Irish media saying that he's not valued there. I think there's some friction,
yeah.
and obviously Leinster missing out yet again on the Champions Trophy. I think it's the fourth time in a row. So I'm leaning towards the Bulls on this one, but they are not the favorites to be honest.
So what's your pick gonna be for that then, Varys, for the predictor? I forget, Flippy. Is there something on the line for Varys here? Eh? Is he in
For the
for a medal? Or?
URC, I'm not sure. We'll have to check the leaderboard, but I think he's in
Yeah, we'll have
a
to check
second
that in a
place at the moment.
bit. I can't remember if he's in for something. Ah,
Oh
that's why he's
no,
smiling. He is in for something. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, he's not. He's not.
Oh, is he not? Isn't he fourth? Oh, he's fifth.
No, he's
no, but
fifth.
I can jump to Jaap Loes I can I can jump above him because in the playoff games you you get more points,
Yeah, that's
double
fair.
points.
I mean, even I could maybe jump up there, to be honest. So let's not rule it out. Let's not rule it out. What did you not sign up for this league, Flippy? Or I thought there was a lot
No,
of big
I'm
talk
there.
earlier about
I'm there. Just go down, down, down.
just go
I'm
down.
sitting.
I
Are
don't
you
think the
are you putting
screenshot goes
second?
down to where Flip is at. See that
No, no.
there's gonna be
I'm sitting
struggle
pretty
for
at
this one.
16th. I'm sitting pretty at 16th.
Maybe
I
it's
admit
a
my
maybe
predictions
it's a
was
good
not
thing
on
we've
form.
not maybe it's a good thing we've not heard his opinion yet, Varys, because to evaluate this tournament, sometimes you have to ask the difficult questions, Flippy.
Yeah,
Ooh. No, no, I'll give you that. My predictions in the URC was not on form, but luckily for me, I put all my energy into the fantasy league. So
Yeah.
what can I say?
Flip is
Yeah.
Mr. Fantasy,
Yeah.
but guys, just overall this season, what are your guys' input on the South African teams? Obviously, uh, the Lions have been playing well, qualifying for the first time. Stormers,
I think the
obviously, uh,
Lions like overperformed what people expected from them because you didn't expect much from the Lions, and then they just showed up. They didn't lose a single game in like 5 or 6 games, so that was a one heck of
yeah,
a run they had. And even the players they had, the players showed up. They wanted to win each and every game, and they did. So that's why I started bringing into my fantasy teams, and they brought in points.
Yeah, look, I
But
think it's massive. They finally broke their playoff barrier as well. I mean, it's they haven't done that in quite a while. So might be
yes,
slightly biased, but I just always think they seem to have this habit of just producing top quality players with who just on before the season starts they not I wouldn't quite say nobodies, but they haven't really made much of a name for themselves, and then they just seem to
yeah,
perform. It's quite incredible. I mean, Chris Smith, like what a player. It's just
yeah,
maybe unlucky to not get called up to the Bokke to play this weekend. I just think they just produce these incredible stars, and I've been quite liking that they're signing some players from the under 20s. I always love to see a bit of
for
that,
sure.
especially your favorite flank, old Varys.
Yes, for sure. He's been featuring in my fantasy. Yeah, I mean the Lions. Very stoked for them. If you guys remember, they actually won the SA Shield this year, so that's nothing. That's big. Yeah, it's a big achievement winning the Shield, qualifying for the playoffs. But yeah, my favorite one in the back line. So Enku van Wyk, Weapon
Yeah,
X.
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
that guy.
what a
I am
man.
not sure why he's not in the bulk frame. I
yeah,
think he might
I
have a
agree.
niggle. But yeah, that's the thing with the Lions. Obviously, at Ellis Park, they run you flat with their game plan. Very hard to keep up the altitude. Always catching the overseas teams, and then yeah, they bait you into playing the running game. But yeah, I think what their problem usually is they don't have the depth that the other guys have. So if you do have some injuries, yeah, it's tough to get the same quality. But usually when they have their best 15 available, they are very strong team. But yeah, in that playoff game against Leinster, I mean they had injuries to think Frankie Horn or
And Krappies pretty much all season as well, which is just unbelievable.
Rappies. Yeah.
What a player.
So yeah, very happy for the Lions. Always everybody's favorite or second favorite teams to support. They play that attractive style of rugby. So yeah, I think next year they're keeping a lot of the players. So we'll see a good season from them again. And yeah, moving on to
Uh,
the Sharks.
yeah,
The one
we're
for the
going
Springboks.
from overperforming to underperforming.
Is
Yes.
it underperforming if it's every season? I don't know. I mean,
But you expect much more
starting to
from
beg
them
the
because
question. Yeah.
at some point they were basically the Springbok team and they had all the Springbok players. And
And
I don't
all
know
the
if
exciting
that's,
youngsters as well.
yeah, so I'm not sure if that's a sign on the coaching staff or what's going on there, but they
Good
should do
recruitment.
better. or it's just South African guys don't show up for club rugby and just show up for the Springboks.
Mm.
Probably a bit of
Because
both.
that's Yeah, because it's a new thing. Like I feel like in most South African players, they don't turn up for their clubs, but as soon as the Springboks come calling, then they're the best players in the world. And
And I
that's
love
why,
them for it.
especially in South Africa, club rugby is suffering. Have you seen the stadiums in, like even for the Lions, the empty stadiums for them, the Sharks sometimes,
Yeah,
there's even the
Gauteng
Stormers
has
sometimes.
not been good. Loftus also
Yeah.
empty. I
Yeah,
don't
the
get it.
Stormers, I think, in Europe or in the whole competition, they are ranked in the top three of crowd attendance. Obviously, the people of the Cape loving the new stadium,
Mm.
I
but
do my
I
best to
think,
support, you know.
yeah, and I think the Lions, obviously, I've heard Ellis Park is not in the, yeah, it's a difficult place
Yeah,
to
to
get
get
to,
to.
and it's not in a safe area more. I think the
Yeah,
best for the Lions would be is just to get a smaller stadium
yeah,
in a better located area, and I'm sure the fans will come. I mean, they play such good rugby. It's one of my favorite games every weekend is to watch the Lions, man, and just running riot.
Yeah, but even
exactly.
with the Sharks, even when they knew they weren't gonna go qualify now anyway, and they started playing the young kids, the type of rugby they started playing was actually that was nice to watch. That was exciting to watch, which was a
Yeah,
big difference to the beginning of the season where they were, I don't know, there's no vision, there was no nothing really. It was just
super
battering the other
frustrating.
team and hoping for the best. Well, that's my
Yeah, no,
opinion anyway. So
yeah, I agree, Flippy. Not good, not good enough from the Sharks. Let's be honest. They're
not
not
at
even
all.
qualifying for the Champions Cup
Yes.
next year. So even missing out on that with that squad is it's actually unacceptable.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, they've got good youngsters. They always have the players. But boy, yeah, the game plan needs to come together. I mean, JP Peterson, yeah, he's obviously not had the whole season. He's only coming halfway, I think, after Plumtree walked away or was fired. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it was.
Sharks need to do better,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they will. Yeah, moving on to the Stormers. What do you guys think? Obviously, the Stormers starting like a house on fire, and then at the end letting it slip, not getting that home semi, and then coming unstuck
Yeah.
against Leinster.
I would say the classic Stormers. They build your
Mm.
hopes up, up, up and away, and then just like rip it out under you. So it's not, it was a good season for them. Let's be real. Like they got to the semi-finals, and just blew it there. But I think they have to work on their unforced errors a little bit. Opposing teams' side of the field. They lost the ball in front of the line so many times.
Mm.
Silly like penalties they give away in front of the try line. They need to work on that. I feel like they have like this hero syndrome. Like everyone has to be a hero in the team, and they don't want to really work sometimes
Mm.
together. Um, there were brief moments where they lost that image, but then it soon came back again as well in the next game. So I would call it the hero syndrome. I'm not sure what else I should call it, but yeah, like try line fever, those type of things. Everyone wants to be a
I think.
hero, and no one wants to play the team.
I agree with you, Flippy. I think I don't know, they're really flattered to see such a confidence team. I mean, I
Yeah.
was there for the game against Glasgow,
Mm.
two games before the playoffs, and they absolutely demolished them. It was unbelievable. The previous week they got smashed. I can't quite remember by who, maybe Edinburgh or something. But I was just like, how do you do this? And you know, when they start winning, they tend to not stop for 5 or 6 games.
Mm.
But my
Mm.
word, when they stop, it takes them about 5 or 6 to do anything. It's quite frustrating to watch. I mean, they've obviously got so much talent, but I think also just there's become very quickly a way too big over reliance on Sasha. I mean, and we
Mm.
see what that brings out, where he just tries to do everything himself the whole game. So I think the Flippy's right with that. They just kind of wait for him to win it for them now, or him or
Yeah.
Evan Roos, I guess.
Yeah, I think yeah, the Stormers. Yeah, they did need that game of that win against I think Cardiff in the last round to secure that home semi. Just looking at the semi final against Leinster, they were obviously big underdogs.
Yeah,
Um, and they actually did stick in it till the end.
Yeah,
Well, if
even
it
with
wasn't for
all the
the red card for what's it, Ruan Ackerman, and then obviously
yeah
that silly penalty and yellow card for or the try that Gibson
Murat.
Park scored, and then Murat got a yellow.
Murat.
Yeah, the Stormers did play. The Stormers did play well, but looking back on this season, yeah, it's a season of missed opportunities. They could have been in a better place, but yeah, they've got Mchunu. It was good this year, man. He was
Very
definitely
good.
this year's call
Got
up.
some nice tries.
Evan Roos top try scorer, I believe. Yeah, and then Sasha doing Sasha things. Yeah, just a solid season, but super excited for the Stormers signing next year. They've got Quadzilla, Volko Low coming to the Stormers. We've got Cheslin Colby
Cheslin.
coming to the Stormers. So big things ahead. Super quality
Isn't there a
players.
rumor that Eben is also coming back to the Stormers, or was that a false one?
I wouldn't buy Eben if I was a coach. Yeah, he's just
Just recruited for the Bokke.
yeah. No, he's on a holiday at the Sharks. I mean, he's played. I think he's played more international rugby than club rugby. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously the
He's the Amy de
suspension and
Villiers
then
of
the
rugby,
injury.
let's be honest.
Yeah, that's an expensive one for the Stormers. But yeah, let's hope for the Bulls. They can pitch up this weekend. Um, because I mean they're gonna be a super good team. The player I'm most excited for this year actually in from the Bulls is Cameron Hanekom. That guy is an absolute beast, and with Kwaga's long-term injury, I think he'll just slot in there and do some real damage with turnovers, running, offloads, tackling. Super good this year. Yeah, finals weekend, we've covered the Bulls and Leinster. Moving on to the Super Rugby Pacifica. Yeah, I'm not sure how much you guys do watch some of the Pacifica games, but we've got the Hurricanes against the Chiefs. What do you guys think about that?
Ooh, I'm going full on Hurricanes. My team from the start, so I'm backing the boys. I think they're going to dominate. Chiefs are strong, but I don't think they won't have enough to pull it over the line. So
Thanks, for showing this,
I'm
Alex.
heavy Hurricane biased here.
I think it's quite an interesting one. I think the Hurricanes have been quite interesting to follow this season. They've had some incredible performances, but I think our frustration with the SRP, like probably everyone's, is that there are so many buys and they constantly flip and resting their players. So it is kind of great, I guess, but for entertainment value, I think it can be quite difficult. So, I mean, I'm sure you all saw the calls of the Hurricanes. Would the Hurricanes beat Bordeaux and all those kind of nonsense things? And I'm like, it's a very good Hurricanes team, don't get me wrong. Very exciting, Cam Roygaard, what a player, what a scrum half, probably the best in the world. But at the same time, it's like too long. Too long. I mean, Bordeaux, I mean, it would be a walk in the park, let's be honest. But
Yeah.
yes, with the predictor itself, I think I'll definitely go for Hurricanes one, maybe 30 points. I think it will be a bit of a walk in the park. Although David McKenzie is clearly starting for the All Blacks at fly off, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. You've got the Ruben Love for the Hurricanes also playing well, but yeah, the Hurricanes definitely. Yeah. The Chiefs has also been good. Obviously, they made the final, but the Hurricanes has been whipping everyone at home. And it's always 50
Yeah.
plus scores. But then you also look at how competitive is this league with no Aussie teams actually making the semis. They've got this weird thing where the top six qualify for quarterfinals, and then obviously the three winning teams they qualify, and then the team that lost the least furthest or something they
It's
make
quite
that final
weird.
six.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the qualifying elimination or something round they had. That was the first time I saw it because, and this is
It's
the
like
first
they
time
let a
I
5-year-old
watched the
break the
Super
rules, I'll
Rugby
be
like in
honest.
years. Since so, I think the last Super Rugby match I watched was when we were still in it. So that was years ago.
And yeah, in the Netherlands, I can watch it on YouTube. I'm not sure how that's even possible. So I think it's just to spread the game or to yeah, to get it more accessible to more people. So here in the Netherlands, I can actually watch it on YouTube.
On a Friday morning. It's incredible. Even on a Saturday morning at 9 or at 6. I mean, just incredible. Just exactly what you want. Just a bit of entertainment early in the morning.
Yeah, but what I do have picked up from what I've been watching is the Super Rugby. The refs do interpret the game a bit different. I have been seeing a lot of tendencies to not award those scrum penalties, just use the ball. Um, Also, yeah, the breakdown, they tend to let the game flow. Obviously, great for watching, but it's not how the rest of Europe or our teams does it. I think it's gonna, yeah, come back to bite the All Blacks when they do pick their side. I mean, they play the whole club season with one set of rules, and then they move on to how everybody else plays the game. But yeah, super talented. The Hurricanes, they've got great players. Like you mentioned, Peter Cam, Roygaard. They've got Duplessis, Karefi. I mean, a lot of guys. And then the upcoming
Barrett.
tour. I mean, the greatest rivalry tour is going to be amazing. We'll be covering that. But I'm super
Excited to see
excited for that.
Pieter Steph cut Jordie Barrett in two again. Very excited for that.
The Malmesbury missile.
Marvelous.
This
Good start.
he'll be on fire as he was.
Yeah.
I'm just happy he's
He'll,
back from injury.
he'll be licking his lips and walking off all his millions of injuries that he just seems to carry all the
I
time.
mean,
I mean, just
we only need him for the World Cup. I mean, he can come in, maybe
maybe they
sway the
should sell him.
salary.
Maybe they should just
Mm,
sell him to the Sharks, you know, and then he won't play it all season.
exactly, yeah. That's how it's going. But I mean, the Japanese league, I think it's been great for our guys.
Yeah,
Not having them playing such intensive rugby, extending their careers, and it's we've seen it for a couple of years now. People coming back, and it looks like they never left. So
exactly.
yeah, super happy for that. The last final of the week. Oh, picks. Yeah, I'm picking the Hurricanes also. Yeah, maybe not 30. I've seen some good things from the Chiefs. Maybe a 20, but it's gonna be comfortable. But I saw the tickets did sell out in the first 15 minutes. So people in
Oh
New Zealand
wow.
did watch the other games not as much, but the final did sell out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, moving on. The English Premiership. I see we've got some picks here. Um, I'll take that one. Now it's the final against
Oh,
Northampton Saints,
Yeah.
the
oh
Bulldogs
yeah.
Northampton Saints against the Exeter Chiefs, where
Exeter
Joseph
Chiefs.
Weber plays. The
Yeah.
But I did watch
Yeah.
the semis, and yeah, we're comparing it to Super Rugby, where the semis were blowouts with big games or big wins for the Chiefs and the Hurricanes. The Premiership semis were actually quite some quality rugby. I mean, the Bath Exeter game was also right at the end. Yeah, Bath not taking a drop goal, and then Exeter actually winning the game, and then also the Northampton Saints game. I can't remember who they played, uh, but also a very quality game. So the Premiership does look good. Obviously, we will see the England boys rocking up here in 2 weeks. Yeah, excited. But player of the season, I think, in England is Thomas the Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
Definitely
is a try
Thomas.
scoring machine up there.
Thomas is a beast.
No,
Yeah.
he's been exceptional. I do think it'll end up being quite a tight game. I mean, Exeter have been quite decent lately actually when they obviously struggled to get into the playoffs at the end, but they actually managed to get in quite nicely. So I think it could actually be a quite tight one. I do think Northampton will take it. Their quality
Mm,
is undeniable. Except for old Mr. Pollock there, we all know maybe
yes.
he thinks he's a bit better than his own quality. Very good player nonetheless, but can't wait for him to line up against old Boca there.
Yes. I'm sure Eben or somebody will sort him out on this side.
For
Bring
sure.
him back to earth. Yeah, always celebrating the small victories in your face. I mean, getting under the
Exactly.
players'
We love to
skin.
see it.
but also a quality player. I mean, I've watched
Quality play.
for a bit now. That's also why it's so annoying because he's that good.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, a lot of rugby going this weekend. Yeah, lots to watch. I myself will be watching Friday night the Bulls, then there's the Springboks Super Rugby English Premiership. So big weekend of rugby. And then just looking at some cricket. I'm not sure how much you guys been following. We've got the SA women actually watching the score live now. Pakistan 68 for 8. We did lose our first
Yeah.
game, but the women bouncing back.
Yeah, thank goodness. I mean, it was a bit disappointing against Australia, but yeah, hopefully we can get going. I mean, we've got some undeniable quality there with Laura Walvaart and her
Yes.
troops. Hopefully, it looks like we're clapping Pakistan. So absolutely love to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I think Marizon Cup has got wickets. Ayabonga Kaka. I think actually the women team, when it comes to white ball tournament, they've got a better chance of winning one at the moment than the Proteas. So I won't write them off. Obviously, I did pick them against Australia, but it didn't go as planned. And then the big one, New Zealand versus England. I'm sure you've seen the news. Stokes has been suspended. He's been doping in the club
Oh.
after they won. He's and Gus Atkinson. I've read into it. They met the Saracens boys after their season. So something happened at the club. One of the Saracens rookies tried to punch one of the guys, and it all spun out of hand. And England cricket obviously not happy. The captain staying out till late, not hitting the curfew, and suspended at the moment.
I think it's also in this day and age, how are you still thinking you're going to get away with this, as boring as it is?
Mm.
And then you're dealing with the English media, the most
Yeah.
intense ones of them all. I mean, we all remember old Andrew Flintoff and old Kevin Peterson in the Ashes back in the day. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's thinking they could get away with this. I mean, mad respect to Ben Stokes. I'd want to have a beer with him as well. But maybe just pick your time a little bit better.
Is surely if I was in the team, I would obviously would like to enjoy celebrating a win. England even considering now giving an alcohol ban on winning. I mean, that's not. I don't think a lot of players will enjoy that one.
No, no, I don't think that's going to
No,
be
no.
it.
If you do that in South Africa, there'll be riots for days. You can't do
Yeah,
that. No, 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 no.
Might as well not
yeah,
play.
Yeah,
yeah.
what's
I
the point
mean,
then?
why celebrate? I mean, also the Aussie boys I heard back in the day also enjoyed a good celebration. Also
No
the
doubt about
Safa boys. When we won the Test Championship last year, there was also a celebration for days. But not good enough from the captain. Not
Should have
setting the
taken the whole team
example.
with him, then maybe it would have been acceptable.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
can't you
mean, they
can't
did win the
suspend the whole
game.
team.
They did
Yeah.
win the game.
But you know the media always latching onto a story and then spinning out of control. But let's be honest, England's cricket the last couple of years, not I don't know how long it's been since they won the Ashes,
Yeah,
and
it's floods.
not doing as well in the Test Championship cycle. And it's been a while since they actually put up some decent performances. And I saw the team sheet with Stokes out and Gus Atkinson. You've only got Joe Root there that's experienced.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the team's newbies. So yeah, interesting. And then other news also, Kane Williamson announcing his international retirement. Yeah, what a player! I mean,
What a
for me, the best batsman coming out of New Zealand.
No, for sure. He's right up there with Stephen Fleming and the big boys. I mean, he's just been exceptional. I mean, dragged them to a first World Test Championship as well. Just playing across
Yes.
all formats so casually. I mean, just unbelievable
Mm.
player. I think they'll greatly miss him. Big boots to fill.
Yeah. Also, just super good on the eye, and I mean, not a slouch in the T20 as well. I mean, he's been in the
At all.
SA20. He's been doing well. Yeah, nice captain. Always the nice guy. Super professional. Yeah, no haters. And like you said, captaining the New Zealand team to a trophy, which I'm happy he was able to lift. Um, so yeah, let's hope for New Zealand to grab one. I'm not sure you guys supporting you, who you guys.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I did pick Devon Conway for this test. He didn't do that well. And then yeah, do like the Jacob Bethel. Um,
I
he's
noticed you guys were definitely not at the top of the standings with that one. Or am I missing something?
yeah, I haven't watched
Yeah.
how it's going. Let's see.
No, no, no.
But
Yeah, I'm throwing this one out. I have no chance of coming back into this one. Cricket is not my strong suit.
Early shout.
Early shot. I think I ended up with 5 points in total. I'm dead last at the moment, I think.
super excited for some Test cricket. I just can't wait for the Proteas. I think I shared with you guys the tickets for the Newlands Test. I mean, just selling out super fast, super difficult to just get to the game. Yeah, I remember us going to watch those games back in the day. You always can rely if you buy early enough, you get those tickets. But looks like it at the moment it's just impossible to get tickets. I know Australia's coming to South Africa this year to play some Test cricket, so it's gonna be
Exactly.
massive. The
I
last
think we
time was
got
the sandpaper story.
exactly. I think we got England in September and the Aussies over December again. So yeah, super disappointing about those tickets. I mean, what they sold 15% of the stadium to South Africans. It's actually nonsense.
Yeah.
So I mean, never really had a chance, unfortunately. But yeah, we've had some good days at the cricket for sure. Couple
Yes.
two
Yes.
years.
Dusting some bezas from early doors.
Listening to
Yeah.
Robert Peterson on the pitch telling us
Yeah.
about his off spinners.
Yes. No,
You,
no.
I
I'm,
remember
I'm
the one time I
super.
had to do a designated driver to Bulan Park. I had to do a designated driver to that park, and it was
I do
horrible. And
remember that.
watching everyone, I'm
The
sitting there
beers were
so
cheap and it was hot. We had to cool down. It's 40 degrees in
yeah.
Paul.
It's all about hydration, Flippy. And
Uh,
I mean, always at the Boland, you've got those catches. If it's SA20, you gotta go.
Have we
You've
ever
gotta
caught
have
one?
that confidence.
Have we ever caught one?
mm, it's a
Not
20
even
game.
close. Yeah, personally, it's for me. It's so difficult to do the way of. Do I like a cricket day test match, maybe a Newlands or
Yeah,
a Springbok test? It's so difficult to weigh up. It's so the cricket you've got a whole day of slow paced, just epic.
exactly.
Yeah, enjoying the drinks, the views. I mean, you're in the sun, and then you've got the Springbok game, 2 hours of intense raga. I mean, we watched the Springboks last year in Paris. I mean, my first Springbok game was immense. That was, yeah. I mean, the boys on tour. It was a special evening.
I mean, that stadium has. I mean,
Beautiful
I'll give
stadium.
it to the French. They know how to do rugby. They do. I've definitely not been that intimidated before in my life. I remember standing there thinking, like, I kind of wish the stadium would just swallow me up now. But thankfully,
Mm.
our anthem came next. But my word, when they chant the players' names like that, whew,
Oh,
really
it's like Antoine and then
chills.
Dupont and
Oh, unbelievable.
Sergio
And when
Ramos.
they scored that first try,
Oh,
you reminded you in France.
I was worried. I
Yeah,
was worried.
yeah.
No, I got worried when we got the red card. That's what, but the point where I got worried. And I mean, it's early in the game as well.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Definitely one of my highlights last year, and then I also was fortunate to watch that Lord's final as well
Oh,
on day three. One of the benefits living in Europe, eh?
wow.
Sneaky,
Yeah,
sneaky. You've got an
sometimes
hour.
it's
You're in London. Yeah, Markram scoring 100. Definitely a highlight of my year. And then obviously the Bokke winning France. It's lekker, man. It just shows you think France is good with Bordeaux doing very nicely, and just come to a full strength Springbok side touring. It's that, yeah, we've been so used to New Zealand being the top dogs for so long, but I think
exactly.
the Boks are they are incredibly hard team to beat
Yeah.
at the moment. And I mean depth, and they've just got quality. But yeah, so much to look forward to this year. But yeah, moving on. I don't know. We got sidetracked on the rugby again, but the football, soccer World
Yes.
Cup. The best team in the world didn't perform. Bafana didn't perform on Instagram. I
Well,
was
which
actually
one?
picking Bafana. I was thinking of the Shabalala moment from 2010 against, was it Mexico? I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
But not to be.
No, I'll be
yeah,
honest. I went
it's
to a pub in Cape Town, and it was packed. The atmosphere was great. I was really excited, and wow, was that game awful? It was just painful to watch. Half the time, I was actually just thinking, just put us out of our misery. It was really, really not great. I don't understand why what we did. I don't understand why we played a back three when I've never ever seen us do that. Didn't do that in qualifying, so I don't quite understand what was going on. And I think my biggest shame is that Oswald Apollos, our best player in the qualifiers, just didn't start. I couldn't fathom it. Um, so yeah, really, really negative shape and setup, and just this really disappointing start.
Mm.
I think we've got a lot to do now tomorrow against Czechia and then South Korea. But
Yeah.
quietly optimistic, perhaps.
Mm. What do you think, Flippy? Do you think we can qualify? I've heard the top three in each pool. Did
it's
I
going to be
read that
difficult.
correctly? So
Yeah,
we need to win one game at least.
Yeah,
yeah,
one
it's
game.
going to be difficult because Mexico, it's their home matches. So it's their World Cup, so I think they're gonna fly through the group stages. South Korea, they look strong. It's so difficult with them because we are actually even Czechia. They also have like good teams, and we're just like not that good at the moment. We're looking at the
Yeah.
form, like South Korea's form is
Yeah.
brilliant. Mexico's form is good. Czechia's form is good. So we'll just have to wait and see. I think we need to at least win 2 games. We need to win the last two, win our next 2 games to actually do anything.
Yeah, I think we're looking at the group standing now. South Africa in last place. I think if we don't win tomorrow, it's going to be tough to pull through to the next stage. But I mean, obviously, we must remember they are not the Springboks. They for them just to qualify for the World Cup was good, and it would be amazing. Just to draw a game and winning one would be great.
I think the tough thing about World Cups are when you're a smaller team like we are, it's so important that you get a result in your first game. I mean, the confidence is everything. You've got 3 games to play. We remember Argentina in Qatar, they lost their first game to Saudi, but they're strong enough and have that history and players, of course, to have that fight and come back. You know, it's the
Yeah.
same if the Bokke were to go to the next World Cup and lose the first game. I remember when we lost to Ireland, it's bad and it's kind of a good reality check. But when you're a smaller team, it's more than a reality check. It's often a crushing blow. But I'm hoping Rassie gives them a call, gives all the Guberus and the
Say,
boys a call, and just tell them to, get stuck in. I
as je
wouldn't
bang
mind
is,
that.
moet je sê.
Exactly. Exactly. Hoping for some big tackles.
Ja, sy.
Just some fire. It's all we ever want as South Africans, right?
Ja.
We just want to see Oaks playing with fire in their hearts. That's all we ever want. We don't really care. It's fine if you lose. Just give everything. It's just kind of who we are.
Did see Argentina winning last night with a Messi hat-trick.
There was some controversy in that game. I heard. I think there's a rumor Messi should have been sent off for with a red card with the tackle he made.
Wow.
Yeah, there's little studs on ankles there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but you never know. Maybe the USA don't want to send their star boy off the first game of the World Cup for Argentina. So
They need those ticket sales.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. He's a poster boy. I saw all the talk today, all over all the football apps and websites, was just about how, oh no, Messi's now scored a hat trick. What's Ronaldo gonna do? and Ronaldo just drew 1-1 with Congo, so that's
Yeah.
not great for Ronaldo. And I mean, then Haaland also scored a few goals for Norway today. I mean, I missed all the good games at work apparently. So we got England playing a bit later today, so that could be interesting. But I think for favorites for me, I think my heart says Brazil. I would love to see the yellow and blue pull it through with Don Carlo. But besides that, I mean, you probably can't look past the French or the Spanish. They're just so strong. And I think depth is just so important at this stage. They clubbed Senegal last night, the French. So, I mean, hard to look past them.
Yeah, it's difficult because I don't like rooting for the favorites. I think most of the years I've ever watched the World Cup, I always supported Uruguay for some reason. So I'm sticking to my gun. I'm gonna back Uruguay again.
I want to see it on the pics, Flippy.
No, I won't. No.
You gotta back your boykies on the picks as well. I can't if they're playing Brazil. I don't want to see you picking Brazil over Uruguay.
But
I did
Flippy,
pick them.
I do respect
Their
that.
first game against Saudi Arabia, I picked them to go 3-0 up, and they disappointed me with a 1-1 draw. So
Draw.
Archie.
yeah,
But they do feature probably, in my opinion, the greatest coach of all time, Marcelo Bielsa. So I mean, good pick there.
you know,
Flippy.
you never
They're the
know.
best team to watch, in my opinion.
They might be an underdog
Yeah.
team to watch. Brazil maybe,
What about
but
Norway?
yeah,
Haaland, Odegaard, not enough Spurs
if
players
I
for
have
you.
to, okay, I can pick one team because of a player, but I can't really because he's in the same groups as us, so I can't pick their nation. And
What? Because he's a
also,
Spurs player.
yeah, he was a Mr. Tottenham himself team, so
Flippy
You're
just
talking about
grateful.
Son Heung-min.
Yeah.
yeah, Young-min Son is
Grateful
he's my
for
boy.
him.
I can't back South Korea because they're in the same group as us. Otherwise, it's gonna be South Korea, South Africa, in our group that has to go through, and at this point, it looks highly unlikely.
But I thought three's gonna qualify, Flippy. I
Yeah,
see you mentioned two now.
Uh,
but
it depends.
we've
If
got
South
Mexico,
Africa's
Czechia, and South Korea.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's crazy. There's so many groups at the moment. It's so hard to keep track of.
They
Yeah,
are,
so many
some would
teams.
say too many teams. I would say.
Yeah. You can't call it a World Cup if it doesn't cover the whole world. Looks like it, yeah. But my favorites, I do like Germany for some reason. For me, the picks obviously at football. I don't watch too much, but I look at those betting odds. That gives me
Ah,
that gives me a good indication of who's gonna be the winner.
not exactly for the love of the game, eh, Flippy?
no, lower the money.
But yeah, super long weekend, long weekend of sport ahead. Yeah, we will definitely do some review after the games this weekend. Yeah, and just for anyone that wants to join our association, we've got the group on Super Brew, the Al Dente Association. So feel free to join the club, join the pools. We do try and create every pool that there is, and yeah, it's always fun. If there's a competition going, then you're more invested into the games.
There's one league you did not put on screen for us.
Which
I would
one?
like to see this Super Rugby, and
SLP.
then you can
Oh,
bring
okay.
URC.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Please show us this, Mr. President,
What's
because
going on
I'm
here?
also noticing something at the bottom there.
Oh, zero.
No, we can leave him out. He's
Your
he
Blues
didn't play one
didn't
game.
do very well.
Yeah, please.
Barry's is so lucky he got away with not getting the wooden spoon. Just because Jaaploes didn't pick. Goodness
I'll
gracious.
take
And
this loss. I'll take this
and
one.
it's quite a
To be
lead, eh?
honest,
It's not even close.
I would
Yeah,
like
no
to
need
point
to look
out
at this
I'm
again.
in the top three in both of these, so I'm making up some my points here. 2 trophies on the
Yeah.
way.
at the end of the year, we will look at the trophy count or the medal count, and then
But
there'll also
Flippy,
be punishments.
just a question to the group. I'm starting to notice a trend here. You really
Mm-hmm.
like coming second.
Ooh, I say Flippy.
Switch to your URC fantasy, please. URC fantasy,
That is,
please.
if I remember correctly, he even came second when there were only two people playing.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
that you've got a valid point there.
Ah,
I mean,
but
This
maybe
is
just something
Flippy's
like the
pride and
bowling egg.
joy.
my pride and
But
joy
let's
right
just see who's
here.
got that yellow cap. The bus driver, Werners. You mean he's got that cap there currently, but
The
I'm
bus
gunning for
driver.
that. I'm the only one that customizes. I've got my own flag, and I've got the Flare Flamingos, and then yeah, I'm trying to hunt that third spot for that.
I'm also still up for grabs for that third spot.
No, you
As
are
you can
not,
see, you definitely.
unfortunately. Recount,
I can
please,
give.
your 200
Oh wait, I
points.
see it's 200 points. I mean, don't stop believing. But no, I can see Varanus definitely does his Super Brew on his laptop more often than not. I'm often a oh shit kind of it's the morning of on my phone kind of guy. Maybe that's why my Super Brew looks the way it looks. I'll take a long hard look at myself. Don't you worry, boys.
No, no,
To be fair,
good.
I also do all my picks and things an hour before the time. So it's not like I do the research beforehand for days and days and days.
I mean, we all know who does that.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe we need to readjust and start a mutiny, Flippy.
I think it's 2 against 1. I think we can call in a vote.
Call
Yeah,
it a
we'll see.
fight.
We'll see at the end of the year whose trophy count is higher.
Exactly. That's all. That's all we've got.
Yeah. Guys, I think it's been a good first episode. Yeah, I think we've covered most of the tournaments we are playing. We're also playing some F1 and MotoGP, but I mean, for me at the moment, it's just speaking and not a
Yeah.
lot of knowing. Um, but it's
And for
super
some
fun.
reason,
Mm.
yeah, for some reason I'm top at the MotoGP. I haven't watched a MotoGP game in my life. I have no clue what's going on.
Again, there's a race flipping.
But I'm on top of the logs. Top of
Oh,
the
okay.
logs. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
That's a
There's another
first,
goal
Flippy.
incoming if I can keep it there. I'm not. I don't remember. I'm a Spurs supporter. I don't bottle. I just lose spectacularly.
No. Okay, gents, I think we can round this one off. We'll check in again next week. Yeah, look at the results, look at the upcoming games, and yeah, let's hope for the Bulls for a good win. It would be so amazing for them just to get one over the line in this final, and then also back the box just to put a big scores and to see the new young guys. New young people running out for the box would be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's go to a massive weekend of sport, especially rugby. Let's go, Bella.
So, thanks guys, and we check again in next week.